Hello future people, welcome to Getting Tabled. I'm Jason the Bruce, and today we're unboxing some boats. I mentioned this in one of my Conquest videos recently that I had some Armada stuff coming. This is one of a couple of boxes that I've received. This is the other game that I purchased at the time to reward myself for weighing it out and getting a job that would allow me to play more. Because this is a game that me, my housemate and another friend have been talking about playing for a while. I am the first of us to purchase something though, which is odd because they started the conversation and I joined in. And I have the Empire of Dust. People that listen to the podcast will know that we covered these at one point. And they were the fleet that I was like, ooh, I really like those. So that's why I brought them. So, here we go with the box. Nice basic starter here. Just showing off the sides. We've got our Armada logo. And finally, another view of what comes inside. Alright, so here's our three bases. They still have burn marks on them, but that's okay. We also seem to get some tokens here. These are a couple of Balefire. I think that says Wind Blast. That's Soul Snare. These are obviously tokens of some kind, but they haven't been burnt through very well. That's going to have to be... I'm going to have to take to that with a knife to get those out, because the laser has not completely come through. It won't be an issue. I will be able to get them out. Cards. Cards are important. So we've got our Kopeshi here. I assume that this is a move. I don't know this game well enough to really say too much. These are the cannons that they've got and where they're positioned. They're the crew. I don't know what the rest... That would be how much it costs and the weight of the ship, I suspect. Oops, undead goblins infiltrated our graphics files and inserted errors into some cards. We have provided replacement cards for those that may have... Oh, okay. So the reason I have this one by itself is that I might have an error somewhere else. Interesting. Okay, so let's see if I do have one, or if I just got lucky to get an extra card. I will give, Mantic deserve credit for that. They've picked up on an error before it's left their shop, and not just waited for people to, waited for people to get in touch with them. I don't see an error, but the image on this one is far better defined than on this one, but not by much. It's also a different colour, which is interesting. That one is a completely different colour to the rest of them. So I wonder if that's the error. So I'm guessing that's what the error is that it's the background. But is this one the error, or is that one the error? These all match. But you would expect that this one must be the replacement, because these were all together and packed. I might have to look into that. I don't see any other errors though, which is interesting. I will keep those together, and that to remind me that I need to look into it. Some fleet rules here. Curse of Undeath. Enemy ships involved in boarding actions against Empire of Dust ships must take a skill test before rolling any dice to attack. Okay, so because they're scared, obviously. Light oars. The ship may slow and control its movement. Okay, cool. Some interest here on their spells. These are the description of... So here we can get the rest of the names that we were confused about earlier. So that was Balefire. That's Windblast. That's Soul Snare, so I was right there. High Priest. And so these are characters here. Interesting. These are obviously things that you put by the ship or on the base of the ship to show that it has that upgrade. Big, chunky ship pieces. Starting with some really nice looking sails. Some really nice definition on that. I like that. Sprue gate there that needs to be cleaned up. Otherwise, everything else is fairly straightforward. And this really goes to show, and this is not just a Mantic thing, but how far resin casting has come in the last 10 to 15 years. It really has come a long way. Like, that's the flashing that I have. Slightly smaller one. Bit more flashing around there. Nothing on the actual piece itself, though. One thing I'd probably say is the placement of that sprue gate might be slightly frustrating. Just to clean up. And again, nice big one. Now, are they the same size, those? They are. So that's actually the same piece. Which means that it's the same as that. Really nice and detailed ship. I haven't given thought as to how I'm painting mine yet. I might actually just do what's on the boxes. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to try and do some sort of ghostly effect. But like I said, I really haven't given it any thought yet. This is not going to be a themed month like my Conquest stuff is, so I don't have to rush this. I can take my time and just enjoy it when I have the time to. I really like these pieces. The images on the website do give detail, but you don't get really nice close shots like that. And I think they're doing themselves a bit of a disservice by not having closer images. Because these models are nicer than they look, honestly. A little bit of flashing there. Flashing is not the end of the world, just for the record. As much as I pointed out, that was more pointing out what others don't even try to fix. Not all others. For those of you that have not already watched our most recent, or listened to our most recent podcast, that is a comment I'm referring to. And I will leave you to go and discover it. But companies like Mantic and TT Combat and Blacksite Studios, among a lot of others, really do show up what's possible with resin. It's not that people I'm mentioning are not capable of it. It's just I feel it's worth reminding ourselves what's possible. I think we take some of this stuff and granted some. Oh, I didn't even see that in the pictures. That's really nice. I think we take some of these technologies for granted sometimes, without even really realising it. Really, really nice looking chips. So, at this particular point in time, I might go with something similar to this, or I might try to paint them up to make them look like they're ghostly in some way. I really don't know yet. I do know how I would do the ghostly if I wanted to. I've done it before, but I'm in two minds. I mean, they're not supposed to be ghosts, but I don't know. Maybe the ships could be... Maybe the ships are normal and their sails are ghostly. Like I said, I'm not doing a themed month or a themed week or anything, so this is something that I'll be able to take my time on. When I do get a chance to finish them, I will obviously show them off. I won't be giving a time frame on that though, because Conquest is kind of taking my hobby time, and because I've been concentrating on that, I need to pick up on my Bot War and my Bushido stuff. But that's the unboxing of the initial starter set for the Empire of Dust. We will also be showing off the booster fleet and their monolith at some stage this month as well, because I bought the whole fleet. The only thing that I don't have is their flying elements, because I chose to purchase them later. Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you're enjoying the content of this channel, please like and subscribe. If you're in a position to do so, please check out patreon.com/gettingtabled. You receive early access to at least 80% of all videos that we put out, and you get access to the video edition of all of our podcasts the day that they're uploaded. If you'd like to check us out on social media, facebook.com/gettingtabled is the most active. We also have a Discord server. You can email our team at gettingtabled@gmail.com. If you're on either Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. And until next time, play more games.